So here's the airplane. It's coming along nicely. We don't need this up here. This is do not fix threats. So that's coming along. As you can see, got this on. Got the gas tank out. Got these braces up. You need those. I need them for test flying and thing. Because this gear goes up inside here. I'm not going to do that on my first flight. It appears to me what's going on here is that the human soul is being held against without its knowledge. And whatever this thing is that's holding us is using us, our soul, as energy. That's what it appears to me. Against, without permission, basically. This illusion that we call life is an illusion because it keeps us from seeing the true reality of what's really going on with our souls. They constructed a reality. Not, well, you know, the Matrix is kind of close, I guess. I mean, in my own head. I look at it more from a biblical standpoint, but that's only because it's an older story. They're using our souls, our soul energy, to power whatever this thing is. How the fuck we got in here, I don't know. And I think there's some other things in here that are helping power this thing too, like CERN and other things like that. But humans are definitely being held against their will. I mean, it's just it's too much because it's all if this thing is based on electricity, then we are part of that electrical grid. And we're being used. But I don't think we see the reality of how it's being used because we have this bullshit reality. And when I say bullshit, I mean when you look out the window, I don't think that's what's really there. Somehow we're being conned into seeing shit that ain't really there. You are being held hostage without your consent. You're being held hostage without even knowing it. The blue angel and the red devil are the same motherfucker. The one on the left and the one on the right. They're giving you choices. You know that zigzag? The top and the bottom, the valley is high, the mountain is high, the valley is low. And you're confused on which way to go. That's the song by Edgar Winter. It's down the center. They're not giving us that choice. They're giving us the up, mountaintop, or the valley. They're not giving us the in-between. So we're always constantly making the wrong choice. I don't give a fuck what McCleary says about whatever. I developed, I found it. You didn't find anything you weren't born knowing. The only way that idiot was born knowing is if he's part of the system, literally. Which means that he's part of the deception. I was born knowing. Talk about an egotistical fucker. Were you born knowing that you're a fucking jagoff? Did anybody hip you to that, dude? You know, he's still over there crying about me, still bitching like a little kid. Just goes to show you. Just goes to show you. What a punk. Anyhow, that is my true feeling that what our real reality is not being shown. We see trees and all this other crap. I can't say that's not real because I work in things. But that too could all be manipulated in my head and yours. I'm not one of these people who say, oh, everything around me is I created it with my mind. I'm not saying that. I think we're all part of this big fucking great deception. But I think our soul is being held indefinitely. And I know people go, but Jesus came and blah, blah, blah. Jesus came, yes, that I believe 100%. And they could not hold him because he knew exactly how his joint worked. But we don't. And they have written scriptural texts that are upside down, backwards, innuendos, yeses and nos, backwards, inside out, and we don't fucking know. From all of my studies, all I can come up with is we are getting fucked on such a level that most people can't ever begin to conceive of the fact That everything that's done around you is a distraction to keep you from sitting down and thinking. It's to keep you from fucking looking for that. Don't vote. When I say that, when I say don't vote, that's from, what movie was that from? Was that Brewster's Millions? I can't remember what movie it was from. But the guy said, he ran for office and he said, don't vote. Because he was telling you the same thing I'm telling you. Don't pick either side because they're both wrong. It's the gain and the slope. In electricity, the gain is the high side, the low side is the slope. Edgar Winter said the mountain is high, the valley is low. You see that as the Viacom zigzag. There's the mountaintop, there's the valley. There's the mountaintop, there's the valley. And he says, but you're confused on which way to go. He says, come on and take a free ride. The free ride's straight down the middle. The problem is we don't know how to get straight down the middle. Because this shit is happening on more than one fucking level. And all of these videos that McCleary makes showing you geometrical stuff is interesting stuff because it's just showing me the code. But, you know, here's the problem with that dude's teachings, and this isn't a bitch about McCleary thing, although bitching about McCleary can be fun and educational. They're not... He speaks in fucking riddles. Okay, motherfucker, look, if you're really trying to help us, then open up your yap and start talking. Because believe me, I'm giving you 100%. I'm trying to tell you 100% what I believe is going on. I do not know how to get you out of here. I know people will say, oh, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Yes, but I think that's like the big thing. The problem is I think that they've gotten this written so fucked up and crazy ass backwards, they're not telling us the truth. That's why when the McCleary was like, are you denying that Christ said that the kingdom is within? Yeah, I'm denying it. Because I think if there was any faction of it that was true, they damn sure made sure that you didn't get it. That's why it's called the King James Authorized Version. It means somebody had to approve it. That means somebody said, nope, this is too easy, they'll figure it out. We are literally in a faction of hell. I absolutely 100% believe that. And if that scares people, well, you better get used to being scared. That's where we're at. Just because you don't see demons and pitchforks, look around you. Look at the way the world acts. Look at how people take care of each other. That's just scary, in my opinion. And you know what's even scarier? They don't realize that they're there. They think by going to church they're going to avoid it. You're already there. You're just not in the judgment part of it where people say you're burning and all that crap. That's what's on the other side of that fucking iron gate that McCartney has in his backup video. Or not his backup, but in the background. If you have Jesus, I'm glad for you because you need it. We all do. But I don't think it's been portrayed the correct way. But don't let what I'm saying deter you from your belief. That ain't what this is about. There's no man on this planet that can save you. There's no man on this planet that can get you out of here with his knowledge. It's not going to happen. It's impossible because they've written it so fucked up that we cannot figure it out the correct way. But that doesn't mean you can't be smart enough to know that you're getting bullshitted. And the way that you feel about things is currency. You understand? It's energy. It's an exchange. Don't be bullshitted by the news. Don't live in fear. Just try and live in understanding. That's the best that I can try and give you, is by showing you over and over and over again that things are bullshit out here. That fucking idiot McCleary wants you to go inside yourself so you can join the Babylonian zoo. You know, where they're all locked up, where they're all stuck, so you can go in there and become a play toy for whatever. I don't believe for 1 minute that going inside yourself does any bit of good. You know why? Because they never tell you what the benefit of doing that is. They never tell you. Because they can't give you a reasonable story. Oh, go inside yourself. The kingdom lies within. I'm not interested in finding that kingdom, asshole. Because no matter what I do, I always got to come back to this third dimensional body. And then I'm going to die.